Wow, wow, wow. Hey everyone, I just finished making these nachos for you all and I am so exhausted. Alright, I'm off to start editing the video. We're going to start by making our chips or crisps if you're in the UK. The first thing you want to do is add 3 cups of fine corn, kamut or spelt flour to a large bowl. And if you're vegan, you can use corn or masa flour. Add a teaspoon of sea salt and mix. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of lukewarm water a little at a time. Add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of annatto oil for color. Check the link above to learn how to make it. Alright, we're going to knead it until it's fully combined and it takes on the texture of Play-Doh. If your dough is too dry, add the rest of your water. There's no need to knead this dough on a working surface, and if your dough is too wet, add some flour. Knead your dough until it stops sticking. This is what your dough should look like when it's done. Let it rest for 30 minutes. While it's resting, make your pico de gallo. This is from last week's video. If you haven't seen it, click on the link above. Once your flour is done resting, generously flour a working surface. Place the dough on your working surface, then flour your rolling pin and roll. Spin the dough around from time to time while rolling. This is an alkaline recipe, but the same principles apply to non-alkaline recipes. You want to make sure you continuously flour the top and the bottom of your dough to stop it from sticking. Keep rolling your dough until you get it to a minimum thickness of about 1/8 of an inch. You could go thicker if you want. I think this is good enough for me. Now I'm going to cut off excess dough from all 4 sides to form a square. Now we're going to cut horizontal lines across the dough, leaving about 2 to 3 inches between each line. Basically, you're creating long horizontal bars. Once that's done, we're going to cut vertical lines to form squares of about 2 to 3 inches. Now, use a pizza cutter to cut a diagonal line forming 2 congruent right triangles. Don't mind me, I totally googled that. Anyway, this is what you want, a simple triangle. We'll be frying those, so set them aside and let's roll out our excess dough. By excess dough, I mean the dough I cut out from the sides of the previous dough to form a square. After rolling out your dough, you want to brush both sides of your dough with some avocado oil. With the excess dough, I'm going to show you how to make baked or air-fried chips or crisps. Now repeat the steps from the previous dough without trimming the edges. Cut out triangles and poke holes in them to stop them from puffing up. Then oil a baking tray and place half of them in. We're going to bake these at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 20 minutes. Remember to flip them halfway through. Air fry at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 7 to 10 minutes. No need to flip. If you're deep frying, you want to test the oil with 1 piece of dough to make sure it's hot enough. Your stove should be set to medium heat. If your oil is hot enough, you can proceed to frying, but just make sure you don't overcrowd the pan. You notice how some of them are puffing up? That's because I didn't poke holes on these ones with a fork. Fry for about 30 seconds to a minute per side and you should be done. A quicker way to make these is by using tortillas. Click the link above to check out my recipe. Depending on how thick they are, these can double as pita chips. Let me show you how to make them. It's real easy. Divide your circle into 2 equal parts, aka a diameter. Again, I googled it. Spin your tortilla around and cut another straight line across to form a cross. This should give you 4 equal quarters. These are large enough for me. If you want to, you can cut them into smaller pieces. Again, the recipe to these tortillas will be linked at the end of the video. You can check it out if you like. Deep fry, air fry, or fry these using the same temperature. Cooking times will vary depending on the thickness of your tortilla. Let's check on the baked chips. We're halfway through baking, so we can flip them. Our fried tortilla or pita chips are ready. You can salt them if you like. Air fryer chips are ready. Baked chips are ready. It's party time. Now I want you to take a good look at what one of the baked chips looks like. It puffed up a little because it's a flour chip, but the holes kept it at a minimum. It tastes really good and it's also very crispy. Listen. Same thing goes for the air fryer chip. On the other hand, the fried chip got a deeper color and it curved up too. Now that's great for dipping. Listen to this. Now that's one crispy chip. Let's make a quick guacamole. Split your avocado into 2 halves. Remove the stone, then use a spoon to separate the skin from the flesh. Place it in a bowl, add some sea salt to taste, then mash. Slice some organic pitted black olives. Go ahead and make my mushroom ground beef replacement. You can also make my walnut ground beef replacement. Whatever you do, add a generous portion over the chips. I'm also adding a generous portion of my pico de gallo. Beautiful. Remember this? This is the alkaline refried beans that I used in my pupusa video. Go ahead and watch it to learn how to make it. Add generous portions around the 4 corners of your platter, then add 1 generous portion in the middle. Add your entire guacamole over the top. Baptize the entire platter with your olives. Should we keep going? Say less. Grab a small bowl of my pickled onions. Spread the pickled onions around the sides of Mount Nachos. Since we're not using cheese, go ahead and add my everything sauce over the top of Mount Nachos. Trust me, with this combination, you wouldn't need any kind of cheese or sour cream. Should we keep going?
Yes!
Add some generous shakes of this hot seasoning from Salad Vision. Just like most of my recipes, this dish is a labor of love, but you'll end up celebrating in the end. Add the juice of some key limes from Salad Vision and check this out. Yes, I know you can make sour cream out of coconut cream and other things, but it's not for me. Okay, let's taste this, and I'm going for one of the larger chips. Wow, wow, wow. This tastes amazing, and yes, I am applauding myself. It's not arrogance if it's true. This is out of this world amazing. As I always say, my recipes are templates for you to build upon. Now you have the blueprint. Go ahead and shoot for the stars. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to Grubanny. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next week.